Class 11th, Hornbill, A Photograph is the poem. So welcome class 11th. So we are going to start a new topic today from the Hornbill. We have already finished the first chapter, that is the portrait of a lady. Today we are going to learn a poem. It is a photograph. A photograph is a poem written by Shirley Tolson. Shirley Tolson is a writer, is a composer who composed this poem, A Photograph. And in this poem, A Photograph, she depicts her personal account, means the relations of the composer with the mother and how she longed the days she had passed with her mother. So here we go. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girls, cousins, went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hand, and see the big girl, some 12 years or so. So in the opening stanza of the poem, the composer Shirley Tolson says about the photograph that is hanging on the wall, and she looks at the photograph and commemorate, or she recollect the days when she was a child and happily living with her parents. So the picture depicts the mother and two of the cousins. So she says the cardboard shows me how it was. Cardboard here denotes the photograph. Cardboard is a thick paper on which the photographs are pasted. So she says that the cardboard shows me how it was when the two girls, so the cousin went paddling. So on the cardboard, I can see my cousin went paddling. Girl cousin means the cousin sisters went paddling. Paddling is a special kind of walk when you walk on the water. So there is a special way to walk on the water. You have to lift your feet up to knee level and then you walk. As you paddle the cycle, so you walk in the water. So it is called paddling. So when the two girls, so here the cousin went paddling, means the girl sisters of the composer walking on the water as if they were paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hand, means both the girls had held the mother's hand, means the composers जो उसकी mother है उसके हाथ पकड़े हैं, and they are walking on the water. And see the big girl means the elder girl, जो बड़ी लड़की उसको big girl कह रहे हैं. She says I can see that on the picture that the big girl, the elder girl, she is about 12 years or so. Means I can guess her age by looking on the picture that she is about 12 years. All three stood still to smile through their hair. All three. Who are the three? Two cousins, and in between two cousins, the mother of the composer. All three stood still to smile through their hair. Their hair are open, not tie up. Untidy hair, you can say. Through their untidy hair, they are scattering over their face, and through the open hair, says they are looking on the camera. So all three stood still. Stood still means without any movement, and they are smiling and they are looking through their hair at the uncle with the camera. They are looking at the uncle who is taking their photograph. So when you look at the camera, it seems as if you are looking at the person who are looking at the picture. So they are looking at the camera on the towards the uncle. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea which appears to have changed less. At the uncle they were looking at, and the sweet face, and I can see on the picture that my mother's sweet face is there, and the face was before I was born, means the time photograph was taken was of when the poet was not born. And the sea where the photograph had taken, it is a seashore, seaside, beach पे फोटो ली है. Beach means seashore, समुद्र के किनारे को बीच कहते हैं, seashore, which appears to have changed less, so that seashore is same. Here the poetess compares the passage of time with nature. Nature remains the same forever, and human being changes with the passage of time. The photograph, when the photograph was taken on that time, the poetess was not born, and the photograph was taken at seashore. So the seashore is same, the sea is same, and the people has changed. Means human beings changed. Watched their terribly transient feat. Some 20-30 years later, she had laughed at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she'd say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine was her laughter. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Watched their terribly transient feat. The sea that has never changed appears to have changed less. The sea which appears means looks, which seems, जैसा लगता है, it has not changed. And that sea, the water of that ocean, seems to be washing their terribly transient feet. Terribly means very badly. Transient means impermanent, something that doesn't long for a last. जो लंबे टाइम तक नहीं रहता, उसे कहते हैं transient, impermanent. So the poet indicates that the nature is permanent and human being is impermanent. So the sea is washing the feet of all the three, and the feet are transient, impermanent. So immortality of nature and the mortality of human beings. Mortality means जो मर जाता है उसको mortality कहते हैं. Someone who dies, and someone who never dies is called immortal. तो nature immortal है. Sea, land, rocks, mountains, these are sun, moon, ये सब क्या है? These are the objects of the nature. They are permanent. Some year later, she had laughed at the snapshot. And now second stanza begins from here. Some 20-30 years later, now the poetess is born, and she says that after taking the photograph, and the time has passed as much as 20 to 30 years, she had laughed at the snapshot. Snapshot means photograph. On that photograph, my mother has laughed. She would laugh means the mother would have laughed. जैसे हम पुरानी कोई मेमोरी की को याद करते हैं फोटोग्राफ्स में. So we smile to means remind ourselves the days. और उसने क्या कहा था मदर ने? सी बेटी एंड डॉली, वो दो गर्ल्स का नाम है, जो दो उसकी अपनी कजिन्स हैं, उनका नाम क्या है? बेटी एंड डॉली. सी वुड से मीन्स after passing 30 or 20 years, the mother would have said that look at Betty and Dolly and look how they dressed us for the beach. And you can see how they have dressed up, how they have prepared, how they have make up themselves for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine was her laughter. So we both are missing now. The sea holiday was her past, means she has spent the time 30 to 20 years before, or I have also missed her laughter, means she is no more. I cannot see the laughter of my mother. Both wry with the labored ease of loss. Both wry means annoyed. हम दोनों annoyed हैं. हम दोनों क्या हैं? We are having some displeasure, disappointed with the labored ease of loss. We have earned some ease, some comfort out of labor, and it is a loss for us. हम दोनों का loss हो गया. क्या loss हो गया? My mother has lost her days when she was enjoying on the beach, and I was also in loss of my mother's smile, laughter. मुझे से मेरी माँ की जो laughter थी वो चली गई, और मेरी माँ से उसके past के जो days थे, जो sea holidays पे जाती थी, CS. So we both were in a loss. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. So the poetess further says that the mother of the poetess is no more. She has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. Means more than equal the years of the, means the age of the girl who is in the picture. My mother has the equal number of years of passing away. जितने साल इस गर्ल को हो गए उतने साल मेरी मदर को भी गुजरे हो गए हैं. So we both are in a loss, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. It's silent. It's a silence. It's a silent silences. Infer the meaning of the following words from the text. So this is, she says that in such circumstances, when my mother is no more, her past is no more, my past is also have elapsed, has gone. So at such situation, on such circumstances, circumstances means the situation, there is nothing to say at all. I cannot say anything more. It's silence silences. Only silence prevails. Silence is there. I feel the silence because of the loss of my mother, and my mother also feels the silence of her disappearance, of her departure, अपने departure का silence on the part of mother, and उसके जाने का silence मेरे life में है. So she says how dejected, how disappointed she is. So hope you would have understand this poem. And these are the word paddling, as you know, a kind of walk when you are especially in the water. You walk on the water as if you are paddling the cycle. Transient, something that is impermanent. So you can also refer these two words in the dictionary, and you can write as many meaning as you get from your dictionary. Now we will also discuss these questions and answer. What does the word cardboard denote in the poem? So the cardboard denotes the past, the picture, the memory of the poet. Why was this word being used? ये word use क्यों किया गया? Cardboard belongs to something that is already used. Means the picture is already used by my mother and I myself. So the cardboard is used to commemorate the days which are no more with the poetess. What was the camera captured? What has the camera captured? So the camera has captured the three persons paddling in the sea: Betty, Dolly, and poetess's mother. What has not changed over the years? So as you know, the sea is the same. Sea has not, SEAC, ocean has not changed. So here the poetess, you can write further that the poetess says that the nature is permanent and mankind, human being, is impermanent. Does this suggest something to you? So what does this suggest? This suggests, as I have already told you, that the natural objects are permanent. If something changed in this world, and that is living being, non-living being things, and the nature is always same. The poet's here mother laughed at the snapshot. What did she laugh? What did this laugh indicate? So she is happy to see her past. She laughed at the snapshot because she commemorates, she recollects her past memories, and this is very pleasant to her. We feel happy, we laugh when there is a pleasant moment. So she feels the pleasant past of her, so she laughs. What is the meaning of the line, both rye with the labored ease of loss? So both are rye, both rye with the labored ease of loss. So rye means pita. The rye means annoyed. They were annoyed. They were. It is a kind of a state of mind when you are when your shape is distorted. जो shape distort हो जाता है. Passage of time के साथ human, इसकी multi-layered meaning है. You do refer this word in the dictionary. Rye. Rye means, here we can take a single word like annoyed, but actually the rai means when the shape is distorted and it makes unpleasant feelings. It is called rai. So both means the poetess and the mother, rai with the labored ease of loss. So both are in a loss of departed of their past pleasures. Poetess का pleasure क्या था? The smile of her mother. And जो mother था उसका past क्या था? The happy moments she has captured in the seaside. What does the circumstances refer to? The circumstances refer to the past time where means where the mother is not alive. A situation, a circumstance that doesn't allow you to go to the past. You cannot travel to past to get that happy moment back to you. So that is called here this circumstance. Means in such circumstances when the time has passed, you cannot go back to your past to enjoy those moments. So there is only silence. The three stanza depict the three different phases. What are they? So you would have noticed the first stanza depicts the time when the poetess was not born. Second stanza depicts the second phase when poetess and the mother both behold the picture, the photograph. They both are looking at the photograph and are laughing, and the mother is explaining how Betty and Dolly were prepared for the beach. And the third phase when the mother is no more and the poetess missing terribly her mother departed. जो उसकी mother है, उसकी जो माँ नहीं है, उसको वो याद करती है. These are the three different phases. So we have already explained this. So जो इसकी बाकी के हैं इनको आप खुद करोगे. Read the poem aloud and all these things. Reread the poem with the these are the things you need to do. So that's all for now. You write the central idea of this poem in your own words, means 1 or 2 pages long, each and every line. Explain to yourself and write it down in your notebook. I'll see that in your Telegram group. Thanks for now.